galaxy far away. Top decks clashing heroes in the fray. From Tatooine streets to the Death Star's core, we're all fighting in the Metal War.
Hey Star Wars fans, welcome to another episode of the Meta Wars. And boy oh boy do we have a fun one for you today. Needless to say, it's been a big week in the world of Star Wars Unlimited. So without any further ado, let's have a look at what we're going to be covering today. Alrighty guys, so as you can see on the top of the list there, we've got announcements. And boy oh boy, was it a big one. Now, without leading too much into it, I'm sure you all know what I'm going to talk about, so we'll get into that in just a minute. But yeah, we've also got some really cool events that happened over the weekend. We've got some showdowns from South Australia and Queensland. We've got the big planetary qualifier event from Canberra, as well as the Onyx side event, and of course, our online weekly tournament. Not only that, we're going to be doing a deep dive into the meta and covering the upcoming events around the country. Now guys, if you haven't already, there's the QR code. You know what to do. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Click that, join the Discord, and be a part of what we're doing. It is literally the one-stop shop for everything Star Wars Unlimited. Alrighty guys, so without further ado, let's get straight to the big announcement.
That the announcement for today is that we will be adding Force Throw to the suspension list. This will go into effect on September 22nd.
Alrighty guys, so there you have it. Force Throw has been suspended as of the 22nd of September. So guys, needless to say, this is going to absolutely shake up the meta. So we're going to be doing things just a little bit differently today because this has got quite a bit of an impact on everything that's going to be happening. So stay tuned for that a little bit later in the meta report. But for now, let's go and check out the showdown over in South Australia. So that's right, guys. On Saturday, September the 13th, there was a showdown at Tabletop Warfare in Adelaide. And needless to say, Vader 4 was out. So we've got not one, not two, but 3 Vader 4s in the top cut. 2 yellows, 1 blue. Obviously, congratulations to Michael for winning that one. Followed up with another Vader in second place. We've got the reigning PQ champ of South Australia, Max, coming in third place on Han 2 blue. Mick Stewbucker running the other Vader 4, this time in blue, in fourth place. Then following up, we've got Quinlan, Talzin, Yoda, and Gar blue. So guys, really interesting lay of the land there. Definitely would have been a lot of fun. So again, credit for Max for giving me the results for this one. And moving on, we have the showdown over in Queensland. So guys, this one was at Just Card Stuff, which is in Upper Coomera. Hopefully I'm saying that right. On Sunday, September the 14th. Kurjon gave us the results for this one. So again, thank you for that. And as you can tell, winning that event on the Talzin Red Force deck. Second to that, Vader 4 making yet another appearance in the meta this week. Followed by Kid Fisto Green Force and my favorite pilot, Han 4 Tarkin Town. Alrighty, guys. So, needless to say, the next one on the list is the big one, the one you guys have been waiting for, and it is the planetary qualifier down at Canberra. Now, guys, there was a lot of hype about this one. We knew it was going to be sweaty. We knew it was going to be a big one, and it was the biggest one to date so far. So 57 players battled it out in this one. We had players from all around the country. As I'm sure you can see there on the top 8, we've got players from Sydney. We've got players from the A.C.T, Victoria, WA, and New Zealand. I mean, it is a really big event that went down there. It was an absolute sweatshop. So I guess the first thing we've got to do is congratulate Tebow, because he was the one that won this event on the Han Solo Blue Force deck. And yeah, congratulations to him. It's really good to see him on the top tables and doing a fantastic job there. You'll probably recognise him a lot from the baddest streams, covering all of the events around Australia. Those guys do a brilliant job. And there's a photo of him down there with the playmat, and of course he's got the finalist there, Inferno 5 Scott, who was running the Grand Admiral Thrawn deck. So again, congratulations to the baddest boys. An absolute phenomenal showing for those boys this weekend. And guys, can't say enough good things about you, and thank you again. Guys, also, if you didn't get a chance, there was a really, really cool interview that War Turtle did with Tebow. That's up on our channel at the moment. So, guys, feel free to check that out. It's definitely awesome to listen to, and it gives you a really good insight into Tebow's journey as a player, and also in the baddest competitive group. Alrighty, guys, so third place, we have Fletcher representing Scoop City on the Kazuda Tarkentown deck. Definitely an awesome list there. He got a lot of praise over on some of the other Discords for being a bit creative with that one and the way he's put it together. So, yeah, Fletch, congratulations again, showing your reach and top cutting at another event. Then we have the A.C.T local. We've got Tristan running the Kira Green list. Really awesome to see Kira Green back in the rotation. And without spoiling what's going to be coming ahead, I think we're going to see a little bit more Kira going on as well. Guys, in fifth place, we have Chris on the Cad Bane Tarkentown deck. Again, this is Chris's main deck. Notorious player in Victoria, absolutely terrorizing the top tables down there. So, Chris, congratulations on yet another top cut. Beskar Paul flying in from the WA with the Yoda Green Force list. Very interesting there. Again, Beskar Paul showing his reach. He's a fantastic player. So, guys, if you do get a chance to mix it up with him, be warned, you're going to struggle. Alrighty, guys. Seventh place, we have Kenny from New Zealand. If you guys didn't see, Kenny was actually the winner of the New Zealand Planetary Qualifier on the Wedge Blue deck. Really awesome to see him top cut again, especially with such high stakes with players from all around the country, and a fantastic job he did in this one. And then finally, to round out the top 8, we have Ollie from Scoop City, again representing the Iden Versio Data Vault deck. Ollie is a fantastic player, one of the top players in Victoria. So yeah, congratulations again to him and all the Scoop City boys who did a fantastic job at this PQ as well. Guys, also, in case you did miss the action, you can watch this stream. It is up on the Onyx Squadron page on YouTube. So yeah, guys, check it out. It was definitely a fantastic watch. And speaking of Onyx Squadron, where would we be without discussing the really, really awesome event that took place the day after the Planetary Qualifier on Sunday, September 14th. So they had a bit of a themed event here, the Garbage Will Do. Guys, for this one, you played as some off-meta leaders, and the highest placing ones of those did get the showcase. So again, you can see from the graphic down there, the pricing for this event was absolutely bananas. So yeah, 30 players doing an amazing job. We had a lot of spice, and believe me, I'm going to be covering that in just a tick. But first, the winner, we had Matt on Wedge Data Vault. So super interesting list there. We've got a Trench Data Vault following that up. Then we had a very familiar face there. We've got Clint from the baddest on Lando 2 Tarkentown. We've got Adam on Wedge Red Force. I mean, if that doesn't sound interesting enough to you, I don't know what Wedge is doing using the Force, but yeah, good on him. Then we've got Jedi Gibbs on Wedge Red. We had Guy on Moff Gideon Colossus. We had another one of the baddest boys, Inferno 5 Scott, running Von Reg Yellow. And our reigning PQ champ for the ACT, Tebow, on Moff Gideon Blue. So guys, the baddest boys, again, having such a good weekend. If you haven't already, I recommend checking out their channel because, the quality of videos those guys do, it's second to none. So, guys, check it out. So speaking of, obviously, this was the Spice event of the weekend. And talking about Spice, we're going to go straight into this Wedge Antilles list and have a bit of a look. So, guys, one thing that I really love about this deck is I haven't seen it anywhere, so I'm inclined to believe that this is some cooking by Matt. And if he did cook it up, congratulations to him, because it is a really, really awesome deck. And I'd also like to point out that his record for the day, obviously he did go undefeated, and the people he defeated were 3 out of 4 of them were PQ champs. So definitely a huge accomplishment to do with this Wedge deck. There's a lot of really cool things involved in it. So you've got the Yularen unit for some healing. Obviously, everything you're playing here is green. Keller and Beck is going to pull out some extra stuff. You've got Restore with Leia. We've got the I don't know. I think is it Oppo? I think his name is. He pulls all the keywords. And obviously you've got the Sundari as well. So you've got a bit of Restore. You've got all these keywords in this deck that you're going to be utilizing on. You've got quite a bit of space presence as well. Home ones, command, bit of spice with the strike trues. And I believe that's 1 copy of Unity of Purpose as well. And BHQ as well to pull out some extra stuff. I mean, I really like this deck. I think it's one I wouldn't mind giving a shot to as well. Huge shout out to Matt for pulling this one together. And aside from that, the next piece of spice we're going to cover is this one right here. We have an Admiral Trench Data Vault deck. Now, I actually really, really like this one. Obviously, Trench having that filtering ability where he can discard and draw. This deck makes quite good use of that. So obviously we've got some Bounty Hunter quarries there. We've got Reprocess. We've got Palp's Return. There's quite a lot of spice in this deck. Pretty similar to the cards that you would see in a Palp Yellow deck, with the exception of Sanctioner's Shuttle. Obviously with the Palp leader, you're sacrificing some units. Whereas with this deck, you've got the ability to have that coordinate on and use that capture mechanic, which is really, really fantastic. Really nice deck. I'm actually pretty excited to check this one out. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So congrats to the True Rick for putting this one together. Moving on, we have the SWU Oz weekly online Discord tournament. Guys, it's free every Sunday, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you want to take place and bend some cardboard with us, come on down and let's do it. So, guys, we've got some results here from Sunday, September 14th. Obviously, we've got a bit of spice here, and I am sad to say that Victoria has been knocked out of the top place. Max, the PQ champ from South Australia, running a Han 1 Red Force deck. Now, guys, if you're not aware, I think you better get prepared to see a little bit of Han 1, because something tells me he's going to be sticking around for a bit over the next coming weeks. Guys, you can see what we've got here. We've got the season wins. So, guys, currently leading with 4 wins is WA. WA are winning at the moment. Victoria following on 2 wins. South Australia now with 1 win thanks to Max. So, guys, we're going to be charting this for the rest of the season, and let's find out who the strongest state is. So speaking of, in second place, we have Squirtle, who was running a spicy Padme Red Force deck. In third place, we have Giga Jim Dale on Kylo 2 Tarkin Town. And fourth place, we have myself running a Palp 1 Yellow. Alrighty, guys, so like I said, feel free to join up on that next Sunday and be a part of this weekly online tournament. It's free to play. We'd love to see you there. And, you know, some of the best around the country are there mixing it up. So be a part of it and see if you can steal the win for your state. Alrighty, guys, we're going to move on to the meta report. Now, surprisingly, I'm going to cover this pretty quickly. And the reason for that is because our meta is in a state of turmoil at the moment, thanks to the FFG announcement with Force Throw. So, guys, as you can see here, we've got some of the most played decks in the PQ here. We've got Han 2 running with 5. We've got Boba 4 with 4 people playing it. We've got Quinn with another 4, Kylo 5 with 4. Then we've got Cad, Vader, Sabine, and Luke all on 3. 35% aggro share, 44% mid-range, and 21% soft control. Now, guys, I know it says control there, but it is soft control. I just want to make that clear because, yeah, obviously that can be a bit confusing for some people. 26% force bases, 23% space decks. So that pretty much just covers out what we had at the A.C.T PQ event. Going across the country, we have the meta share. It is pretty much the same, guys. Boba 4, Quinlan, and Han 2 leading right there. The usual suspects following just behind. We've got Cad, Anakin 3, Kylo 5, and Sabine. Yeah, so guys, again, I'm not going to harp on too much about this meta snapshot because we're pretty much pushing the reset button on everything after this weekend. And the reason for that is the force throw problem. All right, guys, so if you can see the same thing I can on your screen, then I think it makes it pretty clear that there's not much of an argument for force throw to stay around. Now, I know you've probably heard the numbers from some of the content creators. I know Wu has done some fantastic videos on this. You know, many of the other guys, I know some of the Bothans covered it as well. Underwhelming Barrage. There's a lot of really good content out there about the force throw, the reasoning for the ban, and all that sort of stuff. So, guys, Australia was actually, from what I can see here, one of the worst offenders of force throw. So, out of these 5 PQs here, which are all the PQs that we've had in Australia so far, obviously not counting New Zealand, 100% of the PQ winners ran force throw. So, guys, just let that sink in for a minute while you were getting crate dragons thrown at your leader. That's an absolutely astonishing statistic. And just going off the planetary qualifier we had in Canberra on the weekend, 34%, that's just over a third of those decks, of the most played decks, also played force throw. So obviously you're looking at, you know, your Quinlans and all that sort of thing, Han 2. But yeah, guys, so I think the stats speak for themselves. I think suspending force throw was the correct decision, and it has certainly shaken up the meta. So without further ado, let's have a bit of a talk about what that's going to look like for everyone going forward. So, guys, I've got the meta rise and fall here. I think, you know, I'll try not to get too opinionated on it because I have a tendency to do that sometimes. But look, obviously, everything I'm about to say here is all it's all guesswork, so to speak. You know, I don't have a crystal ball to kind of give you facts on this. Obviously, the first kind of concrete evidence we're going to have of the new meta, for us at least, is going to be the PQ that's going to be happening in a week's time in Western Australia. So, guys, look, Han 1 right now. Han 1 has been starved all set, and the dinner buffet is open, and he's ready to eat. So, look, the thing with Han's like an ice cream shop. You can run him in any color you want. He's going to do well. He's going to win. Han 1 green is probably going to be the most seen play at the moment. I do know Mono Han, like, Cunning is just always going to perform well. There is the Han Blue Force deck as well that's going around. Obviously, being able to power up the Anakin by getting rid of Power of the Dark Side as a resource. There's some amazing stuff that you can do with Han. The ability to ramp and cheat things out, as we've seen with Han 2, is just an incredible thing to be able to do in a TCG game. So, guys, Han 1, it's definitely going to be around. I think the thing with Han, anyone that's tried to pick up the deck and play it would probably know it is a high school deck. It does take quite a few reps to get it down pat. I think the Han players in the country that are skilled at it and know how to pilot it are going to absolutely smoke people. Just putting that out there. But yeah, I think it'll be few and far between, but the ones we do see are going to be pretty strong. Guys, I'll put Kira here. I do think Kira's going to be back in fine form, as she tends to do. But really what I'm saying with this is blue-green villainy. Guys, I don't care if it's Kira. I don't care if it's Snoke. Kylo 5 Data Vault. I know Kylo 5 Tarkin Town is obviously something that is going to be definitely on the decline. So it would be pretty wise to move over to the Data Vault version of that. Again, most of these decks are pretty part and parcel. That they all kind of do similar things. So yeah, blue-green villainy is definitely going to be on the rise. Keep your eye out for it. It's probably going to be one of the most seen things that you'll come across when you're playing your games of Star Wars Unlimited. Guys, Rey. Looks like Rey is going to be making a bit of a comeback, specifically in the Data Vault decks. I do think that's going to be a real menace to deal with. I'm sure you guys have dealt with that before in the JTL season. Rey Data Vault is definitely hard work. So not only that, OB5 in Blue Force, OB5 in yellow. There's a few kind of decks that are going to fit into that blue-green heroic kind of template, as well as the villain space decks. So I've put Piet in there. Piet had pretty good representation last set. Obviously, Vader is another one that we're going to be seeing a fair bit of now as well. Piet, I do know, is floating around in blue as well, which is just awesome fun because it's just become another one of those Vader decks. Obviously, the timely intervention with the new Vader unit is just an absolute beast of a thing to deal with. Whether it's done with timely or ECL, that the strength of that play is just absolutely huge. So yeah, expect to see a little bit of that sort of stuff floating around. Sabine Wren, obviously Sabine ECL is going to be back in fine form. To what degree, though, that is the really interesting question. So, look, obviously you've got Harm 1 that's going to be coming back. That's notoriously known to be a little bit of a rougher matchup for Sabine. Some of the other matches with Blue-Green Villain is a bit questionable as well. So, guys, look, as far as Sabine goes, I think she's definitely on the up. How up? I think that really comes down to skilled piloting. Like if we're talking about players like Luke Williams or Clint, I think they're going to be absolutely fine and just tear through things like they normally would. But yeah, if it's a case of I'm just going to pick up Sabine and give it a bash, maybe not so much. As far as heroic pilots go, look, I've put Han 4 down there. It is probably one of my more favoured ones. I know a lot of people probably lean towards Kazuda. The reason I'm actually favourable to Han is more just so because he's got that pump. He's got the draw engine with C-3PO. And I feel like that is something that is really important in the meta at the moment, especially with Kalamundi or whatever you want to call him around, and with the force throw gone, that's probably the second best force card in aggression. So, yeah, look, being able to keep up with that draw engine, have a bit of pump, and not only that, the 10 resources, being able to spend 10 resources on your flip turn is just absolutely devastating. As we've spoken about with with the other Hans as well. So yeah, that's probably why I'm leaning towards that one over Kazuda. Boba Fett. Okay, so Boba Fett, I've kind of put him in the middle there. I think it's a bit of an interesting one. Boba obviously has a huge representation. One of the most played decks, biggest top cuts. How do I think this affects Boba? Well, to be honest, I think Boba's going to decline. I mean, I do think there's a lot of good Boba pilots out there. I do think it's a solid deck still. Obviously, it's not running force throw, so it didn't really get hit. But it's more so going to be a victim about the other decks that are coming back into the rotation now. So I kind of feel like Ray Dardaval, for example, is going to eat it up. I feel like there's a few other decks that are going to see play that may be able to just kind of dump him down a bit. So look, Boba Dardaval, let's see how he goes. But yeah, I think there's a big question mark over his head on there. I definitely think he loses a bit of steam on this one. Hantu, look, obviously Hantu is going to lose a bit of power just with the removal of the force throw. But the thing that Hantu does better than anyone is cheat out units. You've still got those incredible turn one plays. You've got the ability to cheat out big units a turn early. And not just that, there's been a lot of exploration with Hantu over the past few days, just with especially in green force, using General's Blades and all that sort of fun stuff, Keller and Bex. So yeah, look, I'm expecting Han to have a little bit of a shift up with Han 2. I do think it's still a super viable deck, even in blue. I think you're probably going to see a lot more Han 2 green played. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that one. I don't think Han 2 is going anywhere at all. Cad Bane, again, being a real staple this set. I do think it is going to suffer a little bit depending on what happens to the mid-range game. Cad is obviously notorious for liking to eat in that sort of area. So yeah, just keep an eye out on Cad. I feel like it declines a little bit, but I mean, I still think it's a super viable deck and will perform quite highly, especially with a skilled pilot. All right, so guys, the decks that I feel are on the decline here. So the big one is Quinlan Voss. Look, I'm not going to go as far as to say that Quinlan is unplayable because I think that's super harsh, but he's taken a pretty big hit. Let's just put it that way. I mean, he's still a fantastic leader. The deck is still super solid. I know a lot of people are bringing in pillages and that sort of stuff mainboard to kind of help out with the missing force throws. But I think anyone can clearly see that pillage is not the same. So look, Quinlan Voss, his stock's definitely down at the moment. I'd love to see him find a way to climb back up. One way that could happen is with Quinlan Green or Quinlan Blue. Both decks have performed well in the past and been pretty viable. They're definitely a bit more fringe compared to the Tarkentown. But yeah, definitely an option there with Quinlan if you are still keen to give that a crack. Mother Talzin, again, fantastic deck. Really relied a lot on having that early force throw plays and that sort of thing. Still solid. Obviously, it is a high skill deck, so I think just missing force throw out of it will probably deter people And we saw a pretty big decline in the use of that deck pretty recently as well. So, look, I'm not expecting to see a whole bunch of Talzin going forward. But yeah, look, you never know. Like, it's very possible that, and that's one thing I want to say, guys. Keep an eye out on what's going on in Europe as well. There's a lot of really talented deck builders over there that are doing a whole bunch of cooking and trying a whole bunch of different color combinations and leader-based combinations, all that sort of stuff. It would not surprise me if we saw, Sarah or George the Hulk or someone pull out some crazy deck and just surprise us all in the meta. So, yeah, guys, definitely don't sell any of these short. Again, everything I'm saying here is just kind of food for thought at this point, because we won't know until we get a bit further down the line. Yoda, again, being the last one that I think is going to have a bit of a decline. And that's really just due to the late deploy. Obviously, I think Yoda really relied on that force throw to kind of help slow things down to get to the flip turn for him. I do know that a lot of players are looking at Yoda Green at the moment as being an alternative to keep that deck viable. So yeah, look, the best thing I can say, guys, is jump on Kara, jump on Petronaki, do your play testing. You'll start seeing some pretty wild stuff coming out of the woodwork. I saw a whole bunch today when I was play testing different things, and so yeah, guys, just keep your eyes peeled, and hopefully over the next couple of weeks I'll be able to get you some stable info that we can kind of go to once we get a better idea of where the meta's actually at. All right, guys, moving on to a new section we've got here. We have the player rankings. All right, so full disclaimer here, I'm going to credit War Turtle for this. He put in some painstaking hours in order to get all this data from PQs. Obviously, guys, we're not. This is not an official list. We're not. I'm sure there's going to be some people that are offended or left off the list or whatever. So, guys, let me just say that there is some method behind the madness here. So, we've got a point system for PQ wins and top cuts. And we also go off PQs attended. So obviously, if you're someone that's traveled around and played quite a lot of PQs, that could dilute your score. Perfect example of this is someone like Inferno 5, who we actually spoke about with Tebow the other day on the interview that War Turtle did with him. Obviously, Scott's one of the best players in the country. This ranking has him at 8. So look, Scott, nothing personal there. It's just the numbers game here that's sold you out, buddy. We definitely think you rank a lot higher there. So just wanted to make sure that was clear. There's obviously a lot of really talented players on this list. There's a lot of talented players that haven't made this list. So guys, just again, making sure everyone's all cool. We don't want to rub anyone the wrong way here. But yeah, there is a mathematical equation that has pulled the order of these rankings. Alrighty, so speaking of, we have Luke Williams in number 1. So the reason for that is obviously Luke has attended 3 PQs. He's top cut at 3 PQs, and he has won 3 PQs. So without a shadow of a doubt, we're going to just go ahead and put Luke in the number 1 spot here as the top SWU player in the country. Following that, we've got Jason, who's won 2 PQs, based in Queensland. He's done a fantastic job. I believe Quinlan Tarkentown was his main deck that he's been winning with. We've got Max from South Australia, in 3rd place here. Max obviously really talented with the Han 2 Blue. In 4th place, we have Blake Moody from WA. Again, another member of the baddest with Luke, Tebow, Inferno 5, and Clint. Moody is arguably the best Han 1 player in the country. I have no bones about saying that. The guy is an absolute weapon with that deck. In Victoria, we have Dave, who won his PQ on Gar Yellow. We've got Amelia, who is from South Australia, I believe she won her PQ on Sabine ECL. Tebow just winning his PQ this weekend. Scott Inferno 5 winning he's won 2 PQs, I believe. Ray Dartavolt and Yoda Red Force were his 2. We've got Ollie from Victoria, and I believe his was Palp Dartavolt from memory. It was the Dartavolt variant that he ran with that one. Then we have I'm gonna butcher this name. I'm not actually familiar with this player. Ruark from South Australia. Then we had Alvin, who I think could have been playing CAD from my memory. Then we have Fletcher. Fletcher obviously winning the first ever planetary qualifier in the country, which was literally the biggest one that we've ever had. Fletcher winning that one on Boba 1 Tarkentown. We have Gaming Jack here, who won his PQ this set at Guff in Geelong on the Han 2 Blue Force deck. We have the highest ranking Aussie at the Galactics, Clint from the Baddest, who won his PQ on Sabine ECL. And of course, in the last spot here, in 15th, we have Rodders, who won his PQ on Han 2 ECL. We've also got some honourable mentions down here. We've got Nick from Queensland, who is notorious for the Thrawn deck, and Beskar Paul from WA, who we've seen run a multitude of decks and perform well on pretty much all of them. So, yeah, guys, congratulations to the group of players on this list. From what I understand, Andrew will be updating the list every PQ. So, yeah, we'll be able to, hopefully celebrate you guys and really bring some awareness to everything you guys are doing around the country and all the wins you guys are getting. All right, guys, that's pretty much us for today. We're going to do what we do with some upcoming events. Alrighty, so Victoria, we've got a store showdown that's happening tomorrow night, Saturday 20th at the Games District. We've got the big one, the Draft Championships for SWU in Victoria. It's down at Turn Order Games. It's going to be an absolute banger. There's 3 draft pools here. We've got the Legends of the Force, Twilight of the Republic, and the Sparkle Rebellion Top Cut. Ava Chris Door Prize. I mean, guys, it doesn't get better than that. Really, really amazing event. The last one was an absolute banger. So, yeah, guys, if you can get down to it, it's going to be big. And after that, we have the September 27th Store Showdown at the Gaming Arena. Again, Gaming Arena, one of the greatest places to play in Victoria. Guys, it's going to absolutely blow up. Get down there, be a part of it. The big one in Victoria is going to be Saturday, October the 4th, the Planetary Qualifier at Plenty of Games. Guys, this one's going to be a lot of fun, especially with all the new meta changes that we're going through right now. It's definitely uncharted waters, and we're going to find out exactly where everything's at in a couple of weeks. So, yeah, guys, get down to that. I do know they're doing a carbo box for the winner as well. So, yeah, all the more reason to get down and turn some cardboard, guys. Get to it. After that, we also have the Store Showdown at GG in Greensborough on Saturday, October the 5th. Alrighty, guys, A.C.T, there is a Store Showdown on September 27th at Jolt Games. Moving on to WA, we've got the Unified Teams event at Beskar Forge. Guys, this one's going to be amazing. It is for charity. It helps kids. So I can't say enough good things about it. Grab your friends, get your team of 3 together and battle it out with some of the best in the country. Like I said, the Baddest boys are going to be there. And yeah, they're going to be doing some streams as well. So you'll be able to check it all out online if you didn't get a chance to get down there. Not to mention the Planetary Qualifier the next day at Beskar Forge. This one is going to be an absolute banger. No doubt we're going to see the number one player in Australia, Luke Williams, on the, I'm assuming the Sabine ECL deck. I could be wrong there, but he never disappoints when he plays that, so I'm hoping that's what we get to see. And no doubt Moody will be there as well to battle him out in the top cut. Aside from that, guys, Sunday, October 19th, Store Showdown at Beyond Odyssey. Moving on to South Australia, we've got a Store Showdown on October the 4th at Tabletop Warfare at Prospect. Tasmania also having a Store Showdown at Area 52 on Sunday, October the 5th. New South Wales has quite a few events coming up as well. Thursday, September 18th, the Store Showdown at GG in Top Ride. We have Friday, October 3rd, Store Showdown at the Elemental Arcade. Saturday, October 4th, From the Deep with a Store Showdown. October 11th, we've got a Store Showdown the day before the big one at Mega Games in Penrith. And Sunday, October the 12th, the Planetary Qualifier at Mega Games in Penrith. Guys, this one is going to be huge. I highly, highly recommend you check it out. No doubt the Baddest Boys will be streaming that one live. So if you don't get a chance to get down there and play with all the best, make sure you watch it live. Alrighty, guys. New Zealand also having a Planetary Qualifier on Saturday, October 11 at Iron Knight Gaming. Just wanted to shout you guys out. Obviously, New Zealand is a little bit far from Australia, but close enough that some of us fly over there. So, guys, just wanted to put that out there for anyone wanting to travel. Not only that, in Queensland, we have not one but two showdowns on Saturday, the 4th of October. We have Comics Plus in Antilles and Vault Games in Brisbane. Aside from that, we've got Sunday, October the 12th at Raptor Games in Wynham and Saturday, October 18th at Vault Games in Clayfield. Alrighty, guys, so that brings us to the end of our episode. If you haven't already, make sure you click the QR code, be a part of the Discord. We've got over 470 members, community chats, there's events results, deck techs, pack pools, buy-sell trades, you name it, it's there. Guys, be a part of it. It is the place to be and your one-stop shop for everything Star Wars Unlimited. All right, guys, enjoy your week of Star Wars and shuffle, shuffle.